Who do you think of when I say the word servant? Do you think about Jesus? Because Jesus himself said that he came here not to be served, but to serve. And if we as Christians, as followers of Christ, want to be like Jesus, if Jesus was a servant, then we as Christians are called to be servants. If Jesus served, then I want to serve. Because everything that we do as Christians should be a response. And when we wrap our mind around the idea that Jesus, God, the holy God, mighty God, all-knowing, all-powerful God, came down, humbled himself to not to be served, but to serve, that should transform the way that we think, the way that we see, the way that we feel about the God that we serve, and about the people that are in front of us, the people that we serve. And so this week, let's ask ourselves as Christians, how do we serve people well? How do we serve people well? And the reason why I be thinking about this idea of servitude is, man, I was served well at the bank. Served in a good way, right? I wasn't served papers or nothing like that. Not in like a lawyer way. I was served well at the bank. I went to the bank this morning to get a couple documents signed. Super exciting stuff, right? But I left the bank feeling loved, seen, and heard. And because for me, at face value, I was just going to the bank just to get documents signed, and I'm hightailing it out of there. But my banker turned it in a way as he turned that into an opportunity to be able to ask me how I'm doing. He asked me how my summer was. He asked me how my school's doing. He asked me what I wanted to be. He asked me what my future goals were. And what my banker displayed to me is, man, he saw this opportunity so far past what it was in face value, right? But as an opportunity, things that we take for granted, things that we just wouldn't even notice, he saw this as an opportunity to make me feel loved, seen, and heard. And so how do we have the same mindset when we are with others? How do we not take for granted, and how do we see the opportunities in the small things when we're eating with people, when we're walking with people, during our studies, in classrooms, with our coworkers, with our family, right? How do we not take for granted these little experiences that we have, and how do we not sweep these opportunities under the rug? But instead, how do we see these little events that we have in our life throughout our day as opportunities to love people, to serve them, to make them feel heard, and to make them feel seen? How to be the salt of light in the earth in everything that we do, in the big things, of course, but also in the small things. The fact that Jesus came to serve us, serve me, serve you and I, should blow our minds. And the response that is called from that is, how do we serve people well? So as followers of Christ, as servants of God and servants of others, let's go out today with the mindset of, how do I serve people well? And how do I serve God in the big things and the small things? The Christian life is not about perfection. It is not about having everything figured out. The Christian walk is about getting to know Jesus, understanding what he did for us, and following in his footsteps. Guys, I love you, and I hope you all have a blessed day. Peace.